Hello, everybody. My name is Gunnar Mountcastle. I am a freshman here at FRC playing baseball, and welcome to my slideshow about mental health in athletes. You can get to the next page. Perfect. How mental health affects athletes. So obviously it gives performance impairments, and that would include anxiety, depression, and stress. Which can reduce concentration, motivation, and confidence in your sport, which that can mean, let's see, motivation in practice, in, let's see, working out after practice. Um, and this can also include schoolwork too, to where you just feel down and not motivated at all to anything. Let's see. Mental fatigue is also a thing which may slow down reaction times and decision making, which is crucial for athletes. So when a fastball is coming and you're a hitter, you have to hit the pitch. That could make a big difference in that side of the game. Pressure to perform. The intense pressure to perform and meet expectations can lead to a burnout, which then leads to physical and emotional exhaustion, loss of interest, and reduced accomplishment. Um, yeah. Pressure to perform may also lead to bad mental health, as failure can destroy one's confidence, leading to worse performance and losing the love for the game. So let's say you're not playing too well. Um, and you're trying to play better, of course, and it just can't happen. Um, and you just keep having these poor performances. That is a good way to lead to bad mental health. And nope, I'm getting too quick here. Okay. More ways mental health can affect athletes. Identity and self-worth. So many athletes are strongly tied to their identity to their whoa. Many athletes strongly tie their identity to their sports. So injuries, retirement, or underperformance can lead to an identity crisis or low self-worth, which leads to mental health issues. So personally, I love baseball, and that's the only thing I want to do. So if I were to get injured, obviously it would set me back, I honestly just wouldn't know what to do. So we can see that problem in many, many other athletes. Let's see. Social and emotional strain. Isolation from friends and family due to training or competing at the college level, can contribute to loneliness or relationship stress. Personally, I haven't seen my parents it's been a long time living in Alaska. We're very far away from Quincy. Um, so I obviously don't get to see them much, which that is a big factor that I don't like about college. A lack of emotional support during high pressure moments or personal challenges can add a lot of stress, causing mental health to struggle. Again, just if you feel like you don't really have anyone to talk to during your personal challenges, that could cause a lot of stress. Personally, I'm not one to let's see, express my emotions or talk through my emotions with other people. So sometimes you do see yourself kind of falling down a hole, to be honest. Um, so now we can get into common mental health disorders in athletes. Um, Athletes can face a variety of mental health challenges throughout their sports careers. Here's a list of the most common. I would say anxiety and depression are probably the most common amongst the issues. So, yeah, and then substance misuse. So let's say marijuana. If you do smoke marijuana and you just feel like you have nothing and you just continue to just cope with these different things or different substances to try to just make it feel like nothing's happening. Sleep issues, obviously, if you're just up thinking all night, it's probably not the best for your sleep or your mental health, obviously. OCD and ADHD are also some common mental health challenges. And here in this graph, it shows the prevalence of depressive symptoms by sport and gender among 465 NCAA Division I athletes. Track and field, we see 30% in women and 25% in men. Soccer, we see 13% in men and 31% in women. And softball, baseball, we see 18% in men, 30% in women. And lacrosse, we see 17 in women and 12 in men. Why mental health matters in sports. Um, High performance equals high pressure. Obviously, um, you're fighting for your team. You're fighting for each game. You obviously want to win every game, so you want the highest performance possible, which leads to high pressure. And oftentimes, high pressure equals, I would say, less than perfect of an output. So yeah, mental health impacts performance, relationships, and quality of life. Obviously, if you struggle with mental health, you're going to probably struggle in your sport. So your performance will lack. Relationships. Again, I'm just a person that doesn't really like to express my problems or talk to anyone through it, so that I can see how that can affect your relationship and quality of life. Obviously, um, it'd be nice to just go hang around with your friends all day, do whatever you want, but um, this mental health problems will make that hard. And hold on, where am I going? Oh gosh. Um, what the heck? Okay. Stigma often prevents athletes from seeking help. Obviously, athletes are seen as mentally strong individuals that, let's see, um, wouldn't really choose to express their feelings with all of this. And I think that is, or that should be false. I think anyone um, should be expressing their feelings. Even myself, I find myself just keeping it in all the time, and I think it really would be nice to just get it all out. Contributing factors, pressure from coaches, media, fans. Obviously, coaches want to win the game, so they'll do anything they can to win. And that may include hurting your feelings. Injuring, or sorry, hmm, Injuries and the fear of losing a career. Obviously, if you love your sport, you want to play for the rest of your life, and an injury can take that away from you, and that is just a sad factor of sports. Perfectionism and fear of failure. Obviously, no one really likes to fail, so um, everyone just wants to be perfect, and when you're not perfect, it's kind of irritating. Um, so yeah, lack of personal time or privacy. Obviously, you don't get when you're playing sports at the collegiate level, you don't really get all this time to yourself. You kind of have to focus on school, you have to focus on the gym, eating, practice. There's a lot of different factors. Coping strategies and support. Mental training is a good way to help with mental health concerns as it increases self-awareness, reduces stigma, and promotes empathy. It empowers people to recognize and address mental health concerns in themselves or others. Personally, I don't really train the mental health, but um, a lot of people do. Yeah. Therapy can also help a person struggling as it provides a safe space to explore thoughts and feelings. It helps individuals understand their own mind as well as build self-confidence. Personally, I've never been to therapy, but I definitely do see how it could help. Team support can help as well because just knowing people believe in you makes it a lot easier to have confidence when you're playing sports. Um, personally at this level, I mean, everybody on the team is supporting you. Everybody wants you to win. You want the team to win. Everyone's gonna have your back. And when someone finds out you have less confidence, um, they're gonna try to boost that for you. And yeah, next slide. Resources and helpfulness. A good thing is now there's the internet obviously to help us out when it comes to mental health. It is a serious matter, and it is very important to try to keep your mental health good so you never have to struggle. Now there are several foundations that help promote mental health well-being and reduce the stigma around mental illness. Um, they accomplish this through a variety of activities, including campaigns, research, and direct services. They also provide resources and support for individuals affected by mental health conditions. And here are just a couple foundations here: the Mental Health Foundation, the Kids Mental Health Foundation, and American Mental Health Foundation. Why mental health matters as much as as physical health. Unlike other physical illnesses, mental illnesses start in the brain. The brain is the least understood organ in our bodies, but just like any other organ, our brain experiences changes, healing and injury based on life experience. Mental illnesses can impact the rest of our body. Poor brain health can cause headaches, stomach aches, and insomnia, and lead to way more serious physical health issues. A healthy mind is the inherent part of a healthy body. We must move past the existing stigma and see physical and mental health equally. And here's this little quote I found from one of my sources. Mental health mental health and mental illness impact nearly every family, yet stigma still causes so much shame, fear, doubt, isolation, and misunderstanding. The shame caused by stigma keeps people from seeking treatment so richly needed and deserved. And here's my conclusion, just to go out. Mental health is just important as physical health, especially for athletes who face immense pressure, high expectations, and intense schedules. By raising awareness, reducing stigma, and promoting access to mental health resources, we can create a healthier and more supportive environment for athletes at all levels. Let's continue to prioritize mental health being alongside physical performance because a strong mind is essential for a strong game. And there's my works cited, and I believe that is everything.